they've been putting on this roundup. Now it's August. So we've been doing it for a few years. We've been involved with this roundup. And we hope to make it better each and every year. We don't succeed all the time, but we be trying to do our best. We think we hit the right spot for 2018. We think we got it in a pretty good location. We know last year we had a weather problem, and we hope, we can't predict the weather, but anything can happen. But this year we had a good area, though if it do rain, it has a drainage system that really is good. We checked all that out. So we're not gonna be standing in water, that's for sure. So that's one good thing. And of course, you know that we also try to bring on all the different entertainment and all the different things, that activity and stuff that, and we're trying to get better and better as we go. It's a learning experience, no matter if we've been doing it forever, it's still a learning experience. Everything you do, you try to get better at it. And I'm here to say that this year I think it's gonna be real good. The one I liked that we had was in Atlanta. I've been to pretty much all of them, but Atlanta, I really liked it that Atlanta was. So I think Springfield might top Atlanta. I can't stand going in one way and trying to get out the same way and all that. So you're gonna find out that Springfield has several different ways to get in, several ways to get out. So that right there is a plus. Anytime you go in a place and you congested trying to get in, you congested trying to get out, you keep kind of nervous. I do. Get a little nervous, and think, so wait a minute, man, what if something happens, I can't get out of this place? But you won't have that problem in Springfield. So that's the plus. That's pretty much what we got going on. See anybody? I know y'all want to ask a lot of questions and so on, but we will have a booth setting up right out there in the lobby, and we'll be passing out flyers. If you need to know anything about vending, RV hookup, or whatever, we'll be able to answer most of your questions. And I can answer some of them now if you got something to ask me.
What do y'all have that's gonna make people want to come out more this year than before? What you gonna do different than Atlanta to make it better than Atlanta?
Well, we're gonna have a lot more entertainment we plan on having, and that's gonna come out in May. So we're gonna have a flyer that's gonna come out in May. So I'm not gonna just give you all of that today, because if I give you all of that today, my brother, won't be a secret, but we got something for you. Illinois got something for you, trust me. So just come on out. I guarantee you're gonna like what we got. Anybody else?
I'm telling you,
Okay. On that note, let me tell you, I don't have much more to say. If you need anything, any kind of question you want to ask, we have a group of people sitting outside. We have a booth sitting outside there, so we have flyers. We have Any information that you need, we'll be able to pass it on to you. Thank you all.
Now, let me ask y'all, how many of y'all been to the National Bike Roundup before? Raise your hand. There's a lot of y'all. A lot of y'all don't know what it is. National Bike Roundup, it's a real biker stuff. Like, a lot of things we doing this party set, and we all ride from this party to that party, fly from this party to that party, trailer from this party to that party. When you go to the Roundup, it's bikes. If you see a trail out there, it's RVs, because the cats is out there cooking out and they brought their bikes out, and there's a whole lot of old school out there. Now, I'm gonna keep it funky. I'm 40, and when he said we need the younger cats out there, like the 40s, I started feeling like I was 12 years old. But, the truth of the matter is, you never stop learning. You guys got to take this opportunity to go out there to the Roundup, see what it's about, and enjoy it, because when you guys don't participate in history, we kill history. So we got to be in and be a part of history. So I appreciate that man for coming here and talking to us about that. The next guy I'm going to introduce, present, because most of y'all know him. I don't want to introduce the man. He speaks very well. Been speaking for the Prop for quite a few years. And he talks about a lot of stuff that you guys need to do, some self, introspection and look at yourself and figure out where things are in life. So I'm not going to sit here and hold up the mic, but y'all welcome Big Dog to the stage.
All right, well, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Everybody awake? Everybody sober? All right, well, good deal. But first thing first, I always want to give thanks to everybody. I want to make sure that everybody understands to get here and to do what we're doing, it takes a lot of time, a lot of energy. And I want to give the entire prop board, starting back with Butter, Foxy, Beast, these individuals who've been around here for a long time doing this. They've been doing this for years. And it's very important that we come and we receive the education and we take it back and we utilize it. Make sure that we do what we need to do for our organization and your club. There's a lot of young clubs in here, and there's a lot of new clubs in here. I've been a part of the prop for 12 years and 15 years old. I've been a part of it for 12, and actually the organizations that I was previously part of has been a part of it for 13 years. So I give them credit. So I want to make sure I give front runners a lot of respect. They've been a part of the prop for 13 years. That's a previous club that I'm a part of, no longer a member of that. So when you see me, I know I got a question yesterday. They were trying to figure out who Big Dog was because it was a totally different club than his previous years. But Big Dog is the same person, just a different organization. No hard feelings, no disrespect. I love some of the people back in Atlanta and some of the people that's with the front runners organization. But it's time to move on when things get a little negative on the end. So we moved on, we're gonna keep it moving. But before I even get into my presentation, I want everybody to know we have some distinguished guests here. One of the things that some of my partners up here that I know very well is going to talk about riding a motorcycle. And first thing, before we even get into that, I want to give thanks to, we have a lot of history, the East Bay Dragons here. I can remember back in Pennsylvania, at the 5th PRO, I received a book from East Bay Dragon. And I read that book about 5 times. Every time I feel a little negative, whatever, feel a little down, you go back and you read East Bay Dragon, you know it's some trying times, some hard times, and they're going to give you some information how to get out of it. So I want to give them thanks for being here because that's very important, not just for them being here, but for the prop. That speaks volume of what the prop is trying to do. Next, I want to give a lot of people understanding, and I'm proud to wear one of those patches. And I want to give credit to my boy from Kings of Cali, Smiley, out there. He's here. And then you got the founder of Rep Breed from California. He's here. The prop is stepping their games up. And you're going to see a lot of different things. And some of my partners they're going to talk about is riding your bike. Understanding being a leader is giving credit to people who started before you and people who come behind you. Because they started before you doesn't mean that they have more knowledge than you. So understand you give credit to everybody and you respect everybody and you'll grow and you'll move forward. All right? we're gonna go to here. One of the things that we're gonna talk about is leadership. Everybody don't understand. But always remember, you might not remember somebody's name. You might not remember everybody's name that's on this podium. But one thing you're gonna know, and one thing you're gonna take with you is the way they made you feel. If they talk good stuff, you're gonna have a good feeling, regardless if you remember them or if you're not. But always remember, it's not sometimes what you say, it's how they make you feel. It's how you make you feel. We fighting in the White House now because everybody understands that a lot of different things are going on. As of last night at 12 o'clock, I'm unemployed. I work for the federal government. So right now I'm unemployed, so I'm looking for a job.
You can ride your motorcycle more.
I just got it. No man just told me I can ride my motorcycle a little bit more. Yeah. I got that. That's my job. Who say that, Snow? That's my job. So next week, if we got decent weather and they snowing like it is in Georgia, I might be out on my motorcycle. Just think about that. So that is good. But let's always remember, guys, it's not, everybody ain't gonna remember your name or who said it. But one thing they gonna make, because they might not even pay you no attention. Even when you got your colors on, they walking by you and they say something to you, they gonna make you feel better, they're gonna make you feel worse, but you're gonna remember how they made you feel. So I always understand that. I always understand that. Things mentally strong people don't do. You need to understand what they do and what they don't. They don't waste time feeling sorry for themselves. They don't waste time feeling sorry for themselves. They don't give away their power. They don't shy away from change. They don't waste energy on things that they cannot control. They don't worry about pleasing everyone. They don't fear calculated risk. They don't dwell on the past. Once something happened in the past, guys, I just like driving a car. You can't move forward if you keep looking in your rearview mirror. You got to keep it moving. You can't worry about what happened behind you. You got to drop that to the side eventually, and you got to move on, and you got to handle your business. They don't resent other people's success. Give people credit. Just like I'm giving these Dragon here, I'm giving Smiley here, I'm giving my members up here on the podium with me. You got some strong individuals that's going to speak to you today, and they're going to give you some good information. They don't make the same mistakes over and over. They don't give up after they first failure. They don't fear a long time. They don't feel the world owe them anything. That's one thing I can say, this black community don't owe me anything. I ride my bike. I'm trying to get 20 to 25,000 miles a year with a full-time job, full-time wife, full-time kids, all that good stuff. But I'm trying to ride my bike because that's what bikers supposed to do. Bikers supposed to ride their bike. They're supposed to ride their bike and they're supposed to meet and respect and get along with everybody, not just the people that they know. Some people here that's a part of, one might be a part of K9, it's probably their best friend, probably in Rap Reed. It's just the way it is, guys. You got to get along with each other. You got to understand what this motorcycle set is. They don't expect immediate results. Everything takes patience. You have to be understanding and you have to agree with what's going on and have patience. You don't agree with everything. That's not going to happen. But one thing that you can do is to allow things to work in the favor of the way it's going to be done and the way it's been set to be done, and then let it work itself out. And I guarantee you enjoy the final outcome. To just be patient. Leaders understanding leaders. Leaders must find out what tickles the other leaders. You must know how each person within your organization operates. There's several different positions. You need to know all your position, because if they don't know, they're going to come and they're going to ask you. And with you being the leader of that group or the organization, they're going to need an answer. They're going to need an answer. Leaders must be compassionate and honest. Everything everybody's not going to like what you say, but you must be honest with them. You must be honest. Leaders must be direct but fair. Direct but fair. Leaders must trust but confirm. You must trust everything your body do, your members do, but you need to confirm it. You need to confirm it and make sure that it's best for the organization, and that what the organization set out for them to do, they've done it. Don't wait on it. That's just like going to an anniversary party. You know, that you need to make sure that your business manager has taken care of what needs to be taken care of, completed the proper applications, that signed the contract, and that the treasurer has paid that money. Those things you must trust, but you must confirm at the end, because everything falls back on you. You can say it don't, but it falls back in your shoes. All leaders must work within the bylaws. Everybody understand that? Everybody in here should have a set of bylaws. If you work within the set of your bylaws, you're gonna go a long way. It's when you start differing from those bylaws and taking sides, or he my friend or she my friend, you start having issues. Allow a leader to choose his or her cabinet, pros and cons of that. He knows what he's looking for. If you elected somebody president, he pretty much knows what he needs and what he wants, and what he needs to do to get the job done. It's not a yes group of people, men or women. It's a group of people that he know that he can work with and he can get things done. We can fuss, we can argue, but once we leave, we friends. That's what club's supposed to be. You don't supposed to agree with everything that someone says, or you don't have to agree with everything someone says. But at the end, that's your brother, that's your sister. You need to make sure you respect them and you love them the same way that you want them to respect and love you. They are familiar with each other. Familiarity goes a long way. Work relationships. The working relationship is good. I can call you and say, hey, we got a truck broken down. You need to call your road captain first. You don't need to call your president first. Your road captain is supposed to handle that. That's his job. If he don't have a trailer, you need to come get your trailer. If the club don't have a trailer, somebody in the club needs to have a trailer that's accessible to everybody. I had a member that needed to go pick up a bike the other day, last weekend. I had a problem. It's at the house. It's unlocked. Go by and pick it up. No problem. But you got to have something that's available to everybody. The availability. Are they available? Or are they always busy when you call them? Everybody got that in their club. Oh man, I'm hanging out with the wife. Oh man, I'm with the kids. The kids over somebody else's house and you sitting there home sleeping. But that's what you tell them. It sounds funny because everybody ran into that. Everybody has ran into those issues. But you have to have somebody that's going to be available to handle that position. My best friend, Mike, wants to be the road captain. But is he going to be the best road captain for your club? These are the things that as leaders you got to sit back and you got to iron out. They might not be best for your club. Or they might be my best friend, but that's not the right person. His finances. Do you have enough gas money to where you can get back to them? If that's part of your club bylaws. If they have to go pick up somebody, do you reimburse them for going to pick them up? Going to pick them up. Those are things that you have to have. Those are things that you have to have. We need to make sure. And they have similar agendas. The agendas they go over as a unit, as a team, and they discuss. And the agendas shouldn't change unless a change has been amended. How leaders grow together, trusting each other. A lot of people don't understand that. Trust is very important. Trust is so important, it is ridiculous. That a lot of people don't understand that. We sit here and we don't do a lot of things because we don't trust the next person. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. How many people came and they started talking about going to the PRO back in February? Back in February. We got a few people that talked about that. Head is Wednesday, the PRO is Friday. Now you got somebody that won't come. Now you rent a van, you got 15 people that's going to 15 passenger van to get here. You don't have space. How you gonna tell that person you don't have space?
Easy. Easy.
It's supposed to be easy. It's easy to say that, but how many of us do that?
Sure.
Because we got people that's right to the side. You have to be honest. You have to be honest and you have to trust what you're doing. We tell everybody all the time, go ahead and book your room. It's no down payment. How many people the week of, hey, I need a room. I need a room. But they could have booked it, and then if they wasn't doing the week of, they could have canceled it. But they don't do it. Those are things that when we got an event that we say that we're going to, and I give credit to another organization, especially on the out-of-town trips, because I think they like to ride more than they like to do anything else. I give Rap Breed Atlanta plenty of credit for that. When they said we're gonna meet somewhere and we said we're gonna go, I used Snowman. We met Snowman at the BP. We was getting ready to go to Memphis. Snowman said, hey, he came up and talked to me, hey man, y'all wanna ride with us? We got 2 trucks behind us that's gonna follow us. We're leaving at 10:30. About 8 other members there with Snowman. Snowman 10:30 came up. Snowman got on his bike and he left.
Better
Uncle
believe it.
said, you gonna leave? You gonna leave everybody else? What time did we say we leave? What time did we say we leave? That's the key. You got to be on time. And like myself and Big Sale were talking earlier. To be early, you what?
To be on time.
You on time, you what? And if you late, what?
Look at this.
Don't show up. It's just that simple. We gone.
Hey,
We gone.
real quick. I'm gonna give y'all a suggestion for everybody that like to be late. All you do is wherever you meeting at, go get a bottle of ketchup. When they pull up and see that ketchup, that's what the hell they better do.
Catch up. Catch up. That's it. You leave that ketchup right where you
Right
left
there.
from. And when they come, they see that ketchup, they know you gone.
That's it right there.
They know you gone. It's just that simple. But these are things how you build your club. This is how you build your club and you make the foundation strong. You make the foundation strong. Because I know in Atlanta, I always give everybody 15 minutes.
No.
I always give everybody 15 minutes because I know how traffic is. You know it can be at any given time, traffic come to a standstill. But one thing as that leader, you always on time. Because as that leader, if you late, you might as well just turn in your back. Because they're going to dog you out. And as a leader, they expect you to be on time. It's just that simple. That simple. Nothing else outside of that. Understand your role. Understand the position that you take on. Know the ins and outs of your position. Ask questions about your position. Come to the PRO and learn more about your position. Everybody in here, I'm sure, got some knowledge. But everybody in here, the biggest room in the world, I guarantee you, nobody knows. What's the biggest room in the world? That you said. Who said that? That is, he read the book. The biggest room in the world, guys, bar none, is room for improvement. You always try to improve every day. Every day. If you stop improving, people passing you. Just that simple. Just that simple. Outside conversation and no backstabbing. You don't need that in your club. Outside conversation and stabbing each other in the back. You don't need that in your club. You got that in your club, move on. It's time to go. It's time to go. Your time is ran out. All right? Communication is the first and the primary thing that must be present within your club. If you don't have communication, everybody know what time y'all supposed to meet downstairs. I'm sure y'all got a group. Meet us downstairs, we headed in. We headed in. If you don't, then you miss something. You miss something. You got to be on time, guys. Knowledge of your bylaws. You must know your bylaws, not to fit you, but to fit the organization. Don't change the bylaws to fit you. The bylaws is to fit everybody within that organization. Once you start going against the bylaws one time in 50 years, you have issues. You're gonna have problems. Traveling together. Everybody here traveled together. Most clubs travel together. Some people who couldn't leave at that time probably came and got here at a later time. Fat Cat Riders out of Atlanta. Everywhere them girls go, they travel together. Everywhere they go, they dress alike. I don't care if it's the socks or the tennis shoes. I don't go up under the other undergarments, but I'm sure they probably like too. That's just the way they are. That's just the way they are. Now they're the same. There's one person. Everybody dressed alike. Just that simple. I get born losers out of Atlanta, 50-something years in the game. Born losers out of Atlanta. You go to their clubhouse, everybody got on blue Dickies, blue jeans, and a blue shirt. Nothing different. Nothing different. Everybody always had how to dress. Why we always got to dress alike? It show unity.
Type it on
It show unity. It show togetherness. Anytime you can have unity and togetherness, you halfway there. You'll be. All right? Attending all meetings. Show up for meetings. If you don't show up for your meeting, you don't know what's going on. Something could have been where it's a very important vote. And it could have been something that you were discussing with your partner 2 hours prior to coming to the meeting. But if you're not there, you can't make the difference or you can't justify why it should be changed. If you can't be there, you can't worry about nothing that goes on in that organization. Show up. I don't care how mad you are, how disappointed you are with the way the club is going. If you're not at the meetings, you can't do nothing to change it. It's just that simple. It could be a vote that day that's for a leadership position, and you can't change it. You can't even run. If you run for office and you don't show up the day it's supposed to be voted, you're already eliminated. You can't be counted on. It's just that simple. Knowing and understanding the club's desires and wishes. You need to know what the club wants and how the club want to move forward. If you don't know that, you're not going to be able to justify what to do within your club. What is a true leader? Someone who lives by his or her word, keep your promise. Someone who is trusted and make good decisions. Someone who knows how to follow. Someone who is committed. Someone who looks to be educated. Someone who strives to improve daily. Someone who takes responsibility. Someone who can say that he or she is sorry. Fair to everyone and understand the decision that has been made. The role of a leader. A leader could be open to learn, listen, and let their people work. They must follow the 3 L's of leadership. Learn. Learn means how to lead the people, who is your workers, and what to expect. Everybody in here is a rule that they say, 80-20. What clubs in here think is 80% that sit back and don't do nothing, and 20% that do the work? K9, y'all like that? Y'all like that?
Yeah.
Your club like that? 80-20? Oh, he drinking water. You see what I'm saying? that goes back to the other slide. You gotta be trust. You gotta be truth to your people. You gotta let them know when somebody ain't doing their work. And I'm sure he got his Sergeant arms on point. He got his Sergeant arms on point. But you gotta be true to your people to help them make changes and move forward to do things that need to be done. Listen when they are not talking to you, but about you. Look in the mirror and ask questions to yourself. If there are any second thoughts, play it back, revisit question number 1. Excuse me.
Hey, why he hold on real quick. Just want to add, why he taking a break? If y'all got people in y'all club that's missing meetings and they ain't coming up to the club meetings, but they always, most likely, they always the ones that's mad about what didn't happen or what done went down. Hey, and listen, man, we gonna get to it. Do your thing, man, because this shit. I mean, yeah.
Next thing is let your people be involved. Ask your people to be involved. That's why it's so important to be at meetings so they can be involved. You will receive more on the back end. Don't micromanage it, but monitor timestamp items with time for corrections to be made. Let people know the work that you've been done. Creating a vision and direction that all can understand. So what you're doing is creating something that can be understood and everybody know which direction you're supposed to go in. You're supposed to go in. Like I said, that goes back to Front Runner. Front Runner's been a part of the PRO for 13 years. They started out by sending 4 people to the PRO that was in North Carolina. That was the 3rd PRO. And ever since then, they've been a part of the PRO. No questions asked. Everybody need to know what's the role of a leader. Everything makes yourself visual. Be more observant, be quiet. Follow the 5 P's. The 5 P's. Proper planning prevents poor performance. What planning takes place? Most of the time in a meeting. The executive board meeting, the founders meeting, or is it the club meeting? Those are things that you have to do. You have to follow those and make sure things are there. Proper planning prevents poor performance. That's it. Overlook a lot, receive reports, come in only when needed. As a leader, some things you don't have to say. That's where your sergeant at arms come in play. That's where if you have member reps come into play. I need you to talk to this rep. I need you to find out why this person's not there. You don't have to make all the phone calls. Let those people that hold those positions do their work. Why aren't you at the meetings? Why you missed 2 meetings? You know, you got to be able to put things in perspective and make sure that everybody understands what their roles are. Overlook a lot, receive reports, comment only when needed. Respect a lot as possible mistakes, not opinions or suggestions, those are needed. Correct as little as possible. Allow your members to see you learn. Teach reach by receptive, thrive for greatness, never settle, never anticipate but correct when needed. Be patient, be approachable, be direct, be fair, be honest, do not be argumentative, do not be defensive, but always be open. How many leaders here do all those? We got 2 leaders, 3 leaders that do all those, and we got a group full of leaders in here. Group full of leaders in here. How many people? Who are PROs in that club? That means every hand in here should go up when you talk about being PRO. You might hold the title of PRO, but everybody in your club is PRO. Everybody, not just one person. Not just one person. To me, that is the role of an effective president. It is the job of the president to keep hope alive. So I suggest that all presidents and members follow these 5 steps of being involved with the club. Now, this is an oldie but goodie. A lot of people don't understand that. Who ever heard of the Tater family?
The Taters, yes sir. Fuck
We got
up.
one person, 2 people who heard of the Tater family, 3 people, 4 people, 5 people.
F the Taters.
Not that many. But this is the definition of the Tater family. First thing, you got a spectator. Just sits and watches. Never offers up anything or his own, only spectates. Doesn't go on any rides, doesn't go on any charity events, doesn't show up for field meets. But boy, he wants these colors on so proudly. Not to crease in, no crease in them. His plan is to only look, never to participate. And the club never seems to take the spectators' colors. We got those in each and every club. Every club has those. All right? The next one is imitator. Next one is imitator. The master of imitation brings no credible input to any meeting. It's always the guys that says, I'll vote however you guys vote. So he don't know what he's voting for, but he's going to vote for that.
In the world and in the way.
In the world and in the way. Next one is commentator. Like the spectator, never does anything but sit on his ass, but he adds to the component of always having something negative to say. He always has a comment to make about how someone else is doing something wrong, never having anything positive to say. How many clubs got that in their club? You don't have to call a name, how many got that? Everybody got commentator. All right? The agitator. Agitator. All right? Agitator. The agitator is the master of lies. He is always keeping up some shit somewhere, and under careful review, we can always find that he never really tells a whole true story. There are always several lies in every story he tells. He is the rumor king because everyone keeps falling for it and believing him every damn time he tells the same lie. All right? So everybody understand the agitator. All right? I got to excuse me, the throat getting dry. Next one is rotator. The rotator is the club house for 6 clubs in 6 years. And now he headed to one of your clubhouses. He headed to one of your clubhouses to see how you operate, to see if you can fall, if you fit his suit. And that's called the rotator. The next one is the dictator. The dictator is the founder or president that hasn't quite figured out how to talk to people, how to treat people fairly, or how to let MC have his vote. He feels like he owns the MC because he started it or is the national president or one of the original members. That's called the dictator. That's called the dictator. All right? Everybody got that. Everybody understand that. Everybody laughing about that. But understand, every one of those, every club has all 6 of those people within there. So somebody got a tater within their club. Somebody got a tater within their club. So when y'all go back, y'all look at that and y'all change his name to Tater. So when he comes to the PRO, everybody understand what he's doing. Everybody have a good idea of who that person is and what he's about or she's about. All right, 5 game champion rules you must follow. We got about 5 more slides and we'll be done with this presentation. Respect everyone within your and outside of your club. Know your mission and the club's mission. Make them coincide. Know your club's vision as well as yours. Understand and know the meaning behind the club creed. And know and understand and follow your bylaws. If y'all paid attention, y'all probably seen bylaws on about 4 or 5 different slides. 4 or 5 different slides. So understand, if you got a bylaw meeting, try to attend that meeting to help set your bylaws up. Leaders eliminating or dealing with stress. Choose the corrective approach. Live life daily. Slow down, pump your brakes. Seek silence. Patience is the ability to idle your motor when you feel like stripping your gears. Accept responsibility for being the best at your job so we can be the best at our job. Accept what you have done and have an understanding that everything you do is under a magnified glass and it will be exaggerated. And that's why I go back to those presidents, those VPs. Everything you do, guys, you got to take it for a grain of salt. Everybody's looking at you. You might think, as a member, you might have 1 or 2 people who are watching you. But as the president and VP, they're on you. They're watching to see what you do, how you help your club grow. They're doing that. How to be a successful leader. Do your job well. Keep the health lifestyle. Learn how to brief your organization on others. Know what your club and you want. Be the solution to most problems. Lead by example, but not position. Be visible and approachable. Do more than what is expected. Learn how to develop yourself before you advance yourself. Bring those beside you, with you, and be a mentor. Remember, each position requires different skills, not each position. Know each position. Any questions? One thing I tell everybody, I've seen a lot of people take pictures of these slides. Some of the stuff you're going to take back, you're going to address it with your club, you're going to address it with your friend. One thing I always tell everybody, I do offer that slide at free of charge. No problems at all. I do have some business cards. If you have any, you can bring it to me, or I can give you my business card. You can text me your information and your email, and I will get that information. I will get the whole slideshow to you. I've been doing that for the last few years. You will be able to get that and move that stuff forward. So once again, it is available to you at the end of the day or the end of the presentation before we go to lunch. You can bring everything up to me, and then I'll get that slideshow to you. Most people, if you give it to me today, you're happy today. All right, I thank you. I appreciate it, everybody. Thank you.
It's gonna sound really weird, but I'm so proud of Big Dog. This is the first time I've not had to actually stop him. Y'all been in the project. Every year I get the text from the back, hey, we got to cut because he got too much information. We got to do the leadership. And every year I'm tapping him on the shoulder, Eric, one more reason. We didn't have to stop him today. He actually condensed it down. So when y'all get in that president session, y'all see the man got a lot for you. You gotta get out there. On a serious note, I got a shameless plug. All of you guys, this government got furloughed and everything. I got a job for you, and you get paid to travel. This Surge 365 thing that we're in. You talk to me, you talk to Foxy. You guys can get paid to travel. You pay yourself to travel. So if you need any information on it, holler at Foxy, holler at me, Surge 365. You a biker, you going everywhere anyway, you might as well pay yourself to be there, So without further ado, the next man I'm about to introduce to you, you may have heard of Big Cell. He's the independent motorcycle consultant and founder of Fast, Harley's Own. He began spreading the knowledge to the community in 2010. Being a rider for Compton, California, and now broadcasting his show from Atlanta, Georgia, he's seen the scene on both coasts. His passion and drive for motorcycling is evident, and it's easy to see that motorcycling is a way of life for him and a hobby for some. Traveling within different biker communities and states allowed him to realize there was a disconnect that exists across the board. His channel has quickly grown to over 6,000 followers with close to 3 million viewers in counting. Without further ado, Big Cell.
On the count of three, everybody say it with me. All right? 1, 2, 3. Fuck sale.
Fuck sale.
Check this out, man. I ain't got no slideshow. I ain't got no presentation. All I got is me and some real shit right there. And I'm excuse me for cursing. Everybody that don't like it, please understand it. I'm gonna tell you, I got a favorite saying. It ain't personal. Personal is just motorcycle. So understand what I'm gonna tell you. Really, I'm gonna probably go last. You wanna go? You wanna go Punch or you want Snowman to go?
I'll go.
I'm gonna bring Punch up because I'm gonna go last. We're gonna help each other. Just understand this. This guy right here, me and this cat we've been born and raised together, man. This ain't nothing. This ain't no motorcycle shit. This is my friend, my partner, my pal. I called him and asked him to come out to the PRO. He didn't know nothing about the PRO. This is his first time here. But understand this: 15 plus years as the president of one of the biggest clubs in the world. He's been the vice president, I'm sorry, for 15 plus years. And when I tell you to overcome some of the stuff that they have overcome, gangbanging, they club got some of the most notorious Crips and Bloods and everything else in there. I'm talking about everything that's up in there, and they make it work, man. And it's all because of this cat right here, man. It's all because of who he is and what he does. So listen to him. A lot of stuff gonna be unorthodox. This ain't no orthodox section right here. We don't know nothing about that, all that other shit. We just gonna bring it raw and up front. So work with him, do his thing, and we're gonna help him out. But listen to what he's saying, man. You gotta understand this. I'm born and raised in Compton, California, LA, Snowman from the ghettos in Miami and all that. And all we know how to do, man, is be men. Period. All we know how to do is be men. Where we come from, you gotta be a man before you anything else. I don't give a man or a woman before you become anything else. So without no further ado, my best friend, my partner, my pal, ladies and gentlemen, my man Big Punch.
Hey y'all, look, this my first time coming to something like this, and I talk a lot of shit in front of a lot of people, but not this many people. and for real, this some cool shit. Like these green dudes over here, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I like that, man. I like that. I mean, I came Thursday. I flew in Thursday. I was scared to death on that little ass airplane. You know what I'm saying? But the first people I seen was K9, and I talked to a couple of the brothers, and I seen the brothers that was walking around with the P's on their shirts, and I'm like, so I asked one, I'm like, do that mean prospect? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, okay, because I've been a rare breed now 18 years. The club been around since 1989, and I've been vice president I've been in the club since 2000. I've been vice president since 2002. So I just set up under the gang of my niggas, older, younger, you know what I'm saying? I knew I could never be the president because I still got a soft spot here, you know? Niggas tell me, oh, Punch, I can't go because of this, that. Okay, that's cool, you know, even if they lying. Half the times I know these niggas be lying, you know what I'm saying? But you try to give them the benefit of the doubt. So I was telling, damn man, it was one of the K9s. I heard him say his name, like, I heard him tell somebody he was OG Bobby Johnson. I don't know where, Bumpy Johnson, you know what I'm saying? It was one of the two. Cool dude though, you know what I'm saying? But I was asking him about the prospect thing. And I was telling him, like, when I first got in the club, like, all my niggas, we come from Crippin' and Blood, you know? I'm a Crip. I mean, I was a Crip. You know what I'm saying? Look. So, honestly, I'm just keeping it 100. When I first came to join my club, they wasn't doing the prospecting thing. But if they was, I would have never got in the club because ain't nobody gonna tell me to do nothing. You know what I mean? Or this period, ain't nobody gonna tell me to do nothing. They couldn't tell me to do nothing. But now since I've been in the club, I understand that. Like if you work for it, it's better. You know what I mean? It's better. And I was supposed to talk about the brotherhood part. So I'm gonna go all the way back from when I first got in the club, right? We didn't even know they made blue Harley Davidson rags, right? So when we first got in the club, we used to see some of the dudes that was motorcycling before us, but they was Bloods. But we used to always think like, they doing this shit on purpose because we in the club now. So we found some blue Harley rags, you know what I'm saying? Now when we got in, we couldn't wear tennis shoes. I don't care, we went to the park, we played volleyball, you know, we used to just try to do stuff with other clubs, but we used to have to wear hard shoes because of Mr. Nate, one of my founders right there. Like we literally, it was like, you know, you had to follow the rules, even though, you know, we come from like shit, fuck the rules. But we found ways to try to put the gang banging in it too, you know what I'm saying? and after a couple of years, like this ain't the way to go. So we took our brotherhood and we started going to Oakland. Toby Jean, Big Phil, this my dad right here too, you know what I mean? So we started going to Oakland, and because of a lot of the guys in our city wasn't going to Oakland, you know, the DOs, the Defined Ones, they brother club the Dragons, so they've been going for years, Nate and them. But all of us being young guys, you know what I'm saying, we didn't know nothing about this motorcycle shit. I would have never thought I'd be riding on a motorcycle all over the world, you know, in the hood. You know, because when we come up, the only niggas even had Harley Davidsons was shit, dope dealers and old niggas. Whenever they hit our blocks with them, we used to tell them old niggas, man, get that old shit out of here. But then, we would see the niggas with the money have one, we like, shit, you know, we had the money too, so that's why we got Harleys, you know what I'm saying? But whatever the case, we hit Oakland, and all the guys in Oakland, it was like, everything they said was blood, blood, blood. So we didn't know. It was my first trip. I mean, it's probably really 2001. My first trip, so we thinking like, damn, this ain't no cool little brotherhood, you know what I mean? These niggas out here blood and we Crips. So when we left Oakland, that next trip we came, she probably was 15 of us, we probably had 13 guns with us, you know what I'm saying? So we ain't knowing, you know what I mean? I'm keeping it 100, we ain't knowing. But when we get back that next trip, shit, we locked and loaded. You know, we hanging out at the Dragons. So the same dudes that was seeing blood to us, shit, 2 minutes later, he was seeing Cuz. I'm like, ooh, back up. So my national prayers, Fast Fred,
yeah.
I'm telling Fred, Big Maul, Lucky, them like, this is set up. We don't know what's going on, you know what I'm saying? But then we got to knowing the Dragons. So, and then when we hear the old dudes talk like that, I'm like, ain't no way on earth this nigga's 70 years old, gang like that. So they got to really explain it to us, like, you know, out here they say young blood, and you know, it didn't mean blood, you know what I'm saying? Or young Cuz didn't mean Crip. It was just a way that people talk. But it was just a way for us to get to start knowing each other, you know what I mean? So once we started doing that, the street part of us, it still was there, but it kind of slowly started backing away to the motorcycle shit. And this, homie, I swear to you, I know it saved my homeboy's life. I was already gonna be okay, you know what I mean? But I know it saved all my niggas, because it really did show us some brotherhood. The brotherhood don't come from being in the clubs. It really comes from your family teaching you, bringing you up. You know what I'm saying? So you're really supposed to already know what's happening. It's to me, like in my club, we got rules and we follow them rules. I've been fined $1,000 before in my club for having a fight with a nigga in a club meeting. And a couple of my own boys was like, well shit, Punch, they kick you out, we leaving. But then some of my niggas like, Punch, they kick you out, you just kicked out. Shit. So now the niggas that I'm talking about is niggas out there come up from the dirt with though. And they like, shit, Punch, I'm staying.
Hey, but real quick. When you said $1,000, what people need to know is that rare breed fines are strict for a reason, because you have to put your money where your mouth is. You understand what I'm saying? If you don't invest in your club, and everything is cheap and free and all that, what do you really have? So they got all kind of fines and regulations that they play by. Yeah.
That old nigga right there. You know, and now mind you, back in 2003, nigga, I'm like, look, my nigga Marv like, Punt, they kick you out, we gonna kill some of these niggas. You know what I'm saying? You know, we gonna really kill the nigga that you beat up. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna get it for sure. But whatever the case, after my little 3-month suspension, I paid the down out. You know what I'm saying? I paid the rent. So for me to even do that, I knew I was here to stay. You know what I'm saying? I got it on my arm, I got it on my chest. You know what I mean? But all bullshit aside, it's like I say, the brotherhood part. I know I'm jumping around with shit. That's how I get out. You know what I mean? But the brotherhood part, it start with not all just per se y'all in the same club or sisters too. You know what I'm saying? It just start from you being a real person. You can't say we got a cool brotherhood and I'm a fake nigga, or you a fake woman. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it 100. See, one thing I know for a fact, homie, I swear to y'all. If you was a buster in the 5th grade, nigga, you was a buster in the 12th grade, and you a buster when you 42. See what I'm saying? Now, not to knock no busters, but if you are a buster, just be a buster. You see what I'm saying? Now, with you being a buster don't mean people not gonna love you. It just means you don't get down and do the same shit that we do. And my meaning of saying that is, or the reason for me saying that is, be your motherfucking self.
Period.
Be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Be yourself. Man, 5 years ago, I was 553 pounds. You know what I'm saying? But I still was a fine 553 pounds. You know what I mean? Hey, oh, my mama. Everything these little niggas had, I had. I go buy me 2 pair of trues and stitch them together. You know what I'm saying? It didn't matter. Yeah. But that was me. I love me. Big punchy, medium punchy, skinny punchy. I love me. And I know with me loving me, I can love my niggas. Like my club brothers, a lot of these dudes is new, a lot of them is old. But they so cool. Like all y'all. I done tried to shake, I swear to y'all, since I've been here Thursday, I done tried to shake at least 50 women and 50 dudes' hands. The dudes will shake my hand, but when I go put my hand up to the ladies, they won't shake it, they'll hug me. You know what I'm saying? But shit, where I'm from, though, some of the girls, yeah, hey, what's up, nigga? You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to them, but
they gang banging like you.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like all of y'all. It's when, like I said, the brotherhood, the sisterhood, it comes from in here first. You know what I mean? You gotta be true to you, then you can be true to your club. If it ain't in you, it ain't gonna be in your club. I mean, no, it's no other way to put it, man. You gotta be who you are. You got to love what you love, and ain't nobody bigger than the team.
Period.
You know? I still pick up trash. Motherfuckers. A lot of people, man, and I noticed, like I always tell them, man, when I was saying about the buster stuff, you start off as a buster, but then when you turn 42 years old and you join a motorcycle club, now you tough as a motherfucker, man. Like, nigga, you was a buster. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you got the vest on, but nigga, you still a buster. Right? So whatever y'all gonna do to me as a group, I'm gonna catch you, buster. You know what I'm saying? So, me, man, I swear to y'all, it's just like I say, man, you gotta be true to yourself. When the brotherhood or sisterhood come from in you, you make it what it is, you know? Me, when I see y'all, I'm gonna try to make a motherfucker smile, no matter what, you know? My son got killed 2 months ago, and I'm gonna show you how my brotherhood is. My homeboys, like, nigga, literally, these hard niggas, my niggas cry like I cry. Cause they done watch me raise all 6 of my kids, you know what I'm saying? And they been there, cause like I say, that brotherhood, sisterhood, it start, nigga, from the dirt, or even when we do meet each other, you can tell if you gonna like this nigga or like this woman or not, you know what I'm saying? The family should be in here, in you. And my niggas, I still think, I was thinking about my son last night, homie, it was my nigga, you know what I mean? And it just, my family came together. These niggas flew out from all over the world that I've just been doing for 2-3 years, 6-7 months. It came for me, you know what I'm saying, for my family. The Kings of Cali, I've been knowing these niggas forever, you know what I'm saying? It just, the way you come up, man, when you get all our age, you know what I'm saying? I'm 27 now. I'm 27, come on, man. When you get our age, y'all, you pick and choose everything you do. Clubs you join. It don't mean that this club is better than this club. You know what I'm saying? It don't mean that y'all 150 deep and y'all only 40 deep. That don't make them better than y'all. You know what I'm saying? We all together. We all black, no matter what. We might got some white boys in every blue moon. No disrespect, but we all. But it don't matter. It just all come from you. I got dudes in my club that when we was young, homie, on sight, nigga, shit, ain't no fighting, it's really shooting. But we've been in the club together for 10 years, 5-6 years, and these are my brothers. It ain't no way I'm gonna change on them, you know? But that's cause I'm securing here with me. So it just, like I say, man, this is some Bob shit. I'm telling all I need to know. This is cool. This is cool to do. A lot of good people. Y'all just gotta stay true with yourself, man. And that's how you make your bonds. And we all the same, you know? All of us the same. It don't matter what motherfucker got on. Gotta respect each other as men and women.
Punch, real quick, what I wanted you to talk on real quick was the fact that everybody always asks why you never went for president, why you stayed president for the whole over 15 years, or vice president over the whole 15 years. Speak on that real quick. Just tell them why.
Well, like what I was saying earlier, honestly, I don't think I'd be a good president. I don't think I'm strong enough to be a president. You know, the VP still do everything. You know what I'm saying? But when it come time to do the accent, but look at them eyes. I can't just you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, all the niggas did the punch. You know, I was at your son's funeral. Yeah, you right, get past. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Well, my nigga, baby Slip is my president, my mother chapter president. You know what I'm saying? The Slip comes from the hood. When my president right now joined my club, and Slip joined in 03 or 04.
He wasn't even gonna make it.
We, like in our club, you know, somebody got to put their cuts up for you. You got to vouch for you. And they had heard about Slip in the hood, in the streets. So when he got in the club, they made 7 niggas put their vests up for this nigga. You know, and the way we run it, if you in my club, I put my shit up for you, and you fuck up, and we can't find you to get that vest back, they take my vest. You know what I'm saying? So we done had occasions where we done, I need that. Shit, they talk about hunting for the fat man. So it like our club is kind of big, you know what I'm saying? But it's harder for us to grow because we do make you earn it. Nigga, you got to go get it. My Atlanta chapter, them niggas before they get their shit, they got to come to LA to my shop to get their shit.
On their motorcycle.
On their motorcycles.
Yeah.
On their bikes. You know? So it's if you stand to lose something, nigga, it'll make a motherfucker think twice about giving them vests away.
Trust
It's cool to have 150 motherfuckers, but if you only out that 150, you only got 10 gonna stay down shit, nigga, you ain't got nothing. A bowl of shit. You know what I'm saying? Bowl of shit. But that's my reason. All bullshit aside, I just don't think I would be strong enough for that job. And like I said, I done set up under some strong presidents, you know? It's just hard it's hard for you to sit there and don't say nothing, because I'm a nigga that I can't stand a bully. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I always been a fat kid, so niggas always call me fat. but I always was good with these. You know, my mama come to the school, they get fix my natural and shit after I get in trouble, and I was good. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be the motherfucker that I can tell Smiley, like Smiley, that ain't cool, bro. You know, you the president, that ain't cool. Nigga, if you got all 20 of us, nigga, pulling up at what you said, 5:30 in the morning, and then you gonna come, nigga, at 6:30, but you telling us, wait, nigga, wait. I'm the nigga, fuck you. Find that bottle of ketchup, you know what I'm saying?
That right there.
So that's why, like Nate always tell me, Punch, I play a good devil's advocate. Nigga, I can, okay, I'll listen to him, but no, that ain't right. You know, and I don't mind going against the grain. Nah, that ain't right, y'all. Y'all know that ain't right. No, nigga, no. No. But Punch, he only been in the club a year, but nigga, his mama's sick, nigga.
Yeah.
I went and seen her, she was sick for real. You know, you gotta just be able to figure it out. You got to be able to find that way when you know it's right and wrong. You know
Well, the
what
reason
I'm
why I asked you that, because a lot of people, we're going to speak on this in brotherhood, a lot of people mislabel brotherhood for popularity. You feel what I'm saying? And you would think that this man would be the president. He could, you know, whatever, but he himself knows that that's not the position that he wants to handle, no matter how popular he is or no matter how well he is as a person. And that's the same thing when it comes to brotherhood. Everybody has to be responsible for themselves. You feel what I'm saying? You got to know your limits. If you don't have the time, the energy, and all that to be in that position, then don't run for it and don't accept it.
Look, let me ask y'all something about brotherhood, right? Okay, the brotherhood is a hell of a word, but that word friend is a hell of a word, right? We learned the friend word when we was kids, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have brothers and sisters when I grew up. It was just me and my mama, you know what I mean? So whenever I had homeboys, nigga, this was my nigga. So, cause I wanted to eat the cereal with the niggas too. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit, oh yeah, me and my brother playing Atari and whatever. So that word friend meant a lot to me. It still roll with me now. And if you my friend, I'll stay down shitty with you, homie. These niggas ain't about to beat you up by yourself. So either you gonna grab my shirt, me and you gonna run out this back door, or me and you gonna get your shit beat out of us. You know what I'm saying? But whatever you do, you stay down shitty. So if you can't be a motherfucking friend, how you gonna be able to call a motherfucker your brother or your sister? And I know when you was up here talking and you was talking about being honest, it's just that easy for you to say, bro, I don't like you. You know? So if you don't like me, then you already know, okay, we in the same club, I just don't like you. I don't fuck with you like that. But I got your back. I just don't fuck with you.
It's all right.
You know, it's okay to tell a motherfucker that instead of and as soon as you walk over, fuck that catfish looking motherfucker. Not you, nigga. No. But it's you got to, a motherfucker got to be able to understand how to be a friend before you can be a brother or something, though. You know what I mean? And it mean a lot, because we all got on different cuts. But damn, nigga, if I'm leaving this motherfucker and I see one of the canines broke down, King of Cali broke down, anybody broke down, I'm supposed to stop and help a nigga. You know? I'm supposed to stop. I ain't supposed to just act like I don't see this nigga. Oh, shit, we change the radio. Either you can help or you can't help. And look, one more thing though about the brotherhood. If you and your club brothers or club sisters don't fuck with each other or don't do nothing with each other, you ain't gonna never have no kind of relationship. You know what I'm saying? I promise y'all, homie, I promise to God, this nigga Marcel bought his bike from flew from Atlanta, bought a bike from me. Same thing, him and Snowman didn't even know each other. Snowman just so happened to be in LA, came out here to fuck with us. Sel didn't even know how to ride a bike. So when he bought the bike for me, before I let him test ride it, I had to count the cash, right? It was his bike no matter what. If he wrecked it when he pulled out that driveway or what. So I told this nigga, Sel, get on that bike, homie, ride around this corner, just drag your feet. You know, that's your balance, just drag your feet, don't slow, nigga. So he went around that block 20, 30 times. Next thing you know, nigga, the feet was up on the floorboards, you know what I'm saying? Next thing I know, he had a hoodie on and him and Snowman came home. That was it. They came home. So that little bond right there, niggas still been fucking with each other. How long has it been now?
Shit. Yeah.
Over 10
About 12.
Over 10 years, just like that. So with me saying that is, when we get on the highway together, then feel the road with the club. Then that's where you make your memories at. Nigga, that's where you niggas gonna get into it and fight. Cause that road will make you motherfuckers. Nigga, what? Nigga, you forgot to get gas at the last gas stop. You just mad as a motherfucker. Nigga, you 30 minutes into the road, this nigga pulled to the front. So now we in the gas station, so now you got, at the most, or at the least, it's 15 niggas. They like, what's wrong? Sell to get no gas. What? What? So now, you know, everybody attitudes, you already on that motherfucking 2-3 days, or however long, niggas is mad as a motherfucker sell. So niggas, shit, don't even punch that shit, boy, I don't even fuck with that nigga. Right? Me, mediator all the time. Man, come on, man. That shit nothing. I'm the nigga to get the gas. But I'm mad too, but I'm like, shit, it can't be all of us against one nigga, you know? So shit, you ride on though. You ride on, and then when you finally get to the gas stop or the rest stop, the Denny's or whatever the fuck, and then a nigga like me, I'm gonna crack a joke. So I'm gonna make this nigga that's mad as fuck, I'm gonna make him smile. So he ain't want to fight if he's smiling, because if he do, I don't even want him with me, because there's something wrong with the nigga. You know what I mean? So, nigga, I'm telling you, I done seen niggas on the road, on the side of the freeway, right there, nigga. You know? So, just let you know, nigga, when we do get to where we going, that's a $300 fine. I'm gonna need that vest for not no punch. No, you didn't have to hit that nigga. You didn't have to hit him. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking from experience. Like that road make y'all. That's where that brotherhood comes. And sisters too, cause it's just as many women ride as niggas now. You know what I'm saying? Hats off to y'all. It's you. If you don't fuck with each other, nigga, y'all should never be right. Where? What's your? Hey, how you doing? Look, all I know is, y'all, that word brotherhood means a lot. But it take everybody, nigga, to spell that motherfucker out, you know? Because some of you ladies had me drunk last night, I couldn't spell shit. I don't even see y'all in here, too, but I got my eyes on you motherfuckers. But yeah, that's all y'all got to do, though, man. Like, how y'all laughing, man? Man, you always find that medium to smile. You gotta smile, man. All my canines are one with them peas on their backs. Hats off to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I would have never did it. But I'm glad I passed that stage. But all bullshit aside, I know prospects and shit, y'all don't get enough props. But shit, hats off. If y'all making good shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know what else to say, but shit. Hey, I love this shit though.
Count of 3, 1, 2, 3, fuck punch.
Yeah, it
did. All right, man, this next cat, first off, man, I mentioned Sunshine Rogers when you talk about females doing great things. A lot of you out there doing great things. But Miss Sunshine Rogers, my friend, my pal, my sister, I love you, rides her motorcycle. If I had to choose a starting five to go anywhere in the world with me, she would be in that starting five. And she gonna ride and do her thing. So hats out to you, mama, I love you. All right, now, this cat right here, this next cat, if you're sitting down right now on your wallet, make sure you got both hands on it, because he can steal it from right here. I'm trying to tell you. Super slimy, I'm trying to tell you. Super, the slimiest of the slimiest, man. My partner, my pal, I love you. Ladies and gentlemen, my man, Snowman.
What's up, everybody? I ain't got no presentation either. I just go from the heart, from the top of my dome. You know, I just keep it all the way 100. I keep it real. But first of all, I want to say thank God for allowing all of us that's here to make it safe, whether you flew, drove, rode a plane, a horse, a donkey, whatever. Well, I know we got some people here on the motorcycles too.
Yeah, fuck them.
You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling some type of way about that.
Yeah.
But hey, no excuses. I'll make it up. But they asked me to talk about ride. And before I even get on that topic, I want to give props and shouts out to all the pioneers who came before me that paved the road for us to be able to ride like we ride now. So I want to take that time out to say thank y'all, Phil, a lot of the older cats. When I say pioneers, that's OGs.
Toby Jeanson over there.
Huh?
Toby Jeanson.
Yeah, Toby from East Bay Dragons. He done been in the club so long. I don't even think it was a motorcycle club when he got in the
How you pull that off?
Crown Royal MC out of St. Louis, man. I've
Yeah.
been coming up in St. Louis for years. I done rode, back then I didn't even have hard. I was riding a sport bike all the way up here to kick it with a lot of these people in St. Louis. But anyway, I ain't here to talk about me. We're gonna talk about you guys and anything I can do to help y'all, teach y'all, show y'all or whatever. I know we on a time schedule, so if I don't hit something that y'all wanna know about or have questions about, feel free to pull me to the side, ask me any questions. I'm here to help and do whatever I can do for everybody. With that being said, we're gonna talk about riding.
Let's get ready to ride.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I don't know where to start because I can go on and on about riding, but first of all, riding. It's gotta be in you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna keep it 100. It gotta be in you, but don't get me wrong, if you do it and you like it, it can get in you.
Just
If
trying.
that makes sense. But you guys, my biggest thing is safety. I'm big on that. Anybody that ride with me will tell you I'm big on safety. And it is our job in these clubs and these motorcycle organizations to make sure each and every one of us are safe. It's everybody's responsibility to look out for each other. Now, you're gonna have different levels of riders. Everybody ain't gonna be able to ride as good as you. Everybody ain't gonna be able to go around a curve as fast as you. Everybody ain't gonna be able to take off like you. But you can't belittle them and talk about them and dog them out. You gotta teach them. After I teach you though, I'm gonna talk about you. I'm gonna do that. But we gotta teach everybody. You can't see what happens is when a lot of people, they're afraid to ride because now what's happening in the newer age, we're not taking the time to teach people. We just want to talk about them. Oh, he went and bought a $50,000 bike, he can't even ride. Well, there's two problems with that. You don't want to teach him, you're a horrible person and a horrible member. And you're not all about the brotherhood of your club or your organization or that person's safety. But the first but not the least, you didn't have $50,000 to buy the bike, so you mad anyway.
Yeah, that part.
So, I ain't gonna lie, boy, that 50, boy, woo. Shit. But yes, man, we gotta do that. And I tell all people that's in clubs, to me, the riding part is why you join the motorcycle club. A motorcycle club is a motorcycle club.
In motion.
Not a car club. Everybody know you got a Corvette or old school or a Bentley or a Mercedes. We already know that. But a motorcycle club, you need to be on your damn motorcycle. So you gotta, and I tell everybody in our organization and people I talk to all over the world, first you gotta lead by example. See, all of us who the club elect to be in these positions, it start with you guys. You gotta lead by example. So if you're not on your motorcycle, how the hell are you gonna have something to say about somebody not on theirs? So I always teach and tell people, don't ask nobody to do shit your ass ain't doing or done. Don't do it. Because you're being a hypocrite. So on these trips, let's talk about riding. See, now excuse me, big dog. Now the yonder stuff has got real big. It's real big. Everybody wanna ride their motorcycle all over the world now, and I fucking love it. Because back in the day when I started riding, everybody called me crazy. I was the weirdo from our side. They like, man, you going all the way across there? Yeah, I'm doing it. But now, I was telling people, just try it one time. Just try it. If you don't like, yonder ain't for everybody.
It ain't.
Just try it one time though. And if it ain't for you, it just ain't for you. But the movement has got big, man. I love it. I love to see. I just get so excited when I'm on Facebook and I see people going all over the world. People here, people there. Man, that just does something to me.
I ain't excited, I'm mad.
Why you mad?
Because I ain't on my motorcycle.
Well, I'm sorry for your problem. Get on your motorcycle.
Yeah, well, I'm just
That's
saying.
because you're always on YouTube. Like I was saying, it's a beautiful thing, but y'all, it's a way you do it. You got to know how to travel. You got to know what to do, what to expect. That's why when you're in these clubs, they talk about bylaws, they talk about protocol, they talking about reaching out to people. You got to know how to travel. And one thing I do when we ride as a group, and I'm asking everybody to do this because of past experience, when we get to this gas station, and before we pray and do all this stuff, whoever the road captain or whoever gonna take charge of this thing we finna do, I always ask people, I say, look, is there anybody in this group that has any medical issues, they need to take any type of medicine at a certain time, whatever, man, we gotta start doing this. And the people that are like that, don't be afraid to speak up. Don't be afraid, it's okay. Hell, everybody in here got old now, everybody on something. So, I ain't talking about on the blue pill sale behind. I'm talking about, I mean, he had a big bag. I said, what is that?
Say, man. Say, man. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, man. Yeah.
So don't be ashamed to say, hey, I gotta take my medicine, I gotta eat at a certain time, because I'm big on that, because we've had a club brother, he falling back for the fun. I'm always in my mirror. You can't do nothing when you ride with me and I don't see it. I don't care how far you back. So he's just falling back, and I fall back like, what's up? He like, I'm good. Okay, I go back, he steady falling back. Then, in my mirror, I just see him get off the exit. He goes and lays down, and he's like, what's wrong with you, man? He ain't took his medicine. What? So, but that's dangerous, because if something would have happened to him, because we running, ain't no police in here, we running 90-95 in Red Breed everywhere we go. So it ain't cool for you to be on some type of medicine and you in a pack. That affects everybody. If one get messed up, 5 could get messed up, 10 could get messed up. So there's nothing wrong with saying, hey, I got this, I gotta take this every 2 hours, whatever the case may be. Like Punchy was saying, somebody gonna have something to say. Well, man, why he lying with us? We gotta stop every 2 hours. Man, this nigga on medication, he could have stayed back. No, if you're a real brotherhood, you gotta take the good with the bad.
Leave with the group, you
know
stay
what I'm
with the
saying?
group.
But it's safety. And we, in Red Breed, is no man left behind. I mean, it should be like that for every club. It don't matter. No man left behind. We don't care if you got a daily, you gotta be here, you just gonna miss it. And you better not leave. You better not leave. Nobody don't approve you to leave, and you leave, you might as well keep on riding. Keep riding till we can't never catch up with you. But the riding is very important, man. And like I said, man, we gotta keep safety in mind first. And if you don't ride your bike enough, you're never gonna know your limits. See, if you never know your limits, you're gonna be doing stuff that you didn't know you could do, or you didn't know you couldn't do. And what I mean by that is, once you reach your limits, if you're tired, you ain't got nothing to prove to nobody. Say I'm tired. Because it ain't cool for nobody to be asleep and run off the road. Look, man, I'm telling you, I don't experience it all. And I'm sure if you've been an MC long enough, you don't want to make that phone call. You don't want to call nobody's wife, their mother, you don't want to do that. And I've had to do that. So that's why I'm the way I am about safety. You gotta ride your bike enough to know your limitations, and it's okay whatever skill level you on to be there. But guess what? If you ride your bike enough, your skill level's gonna go up. So don't be afraid to get on the bike and push your limits. You know what I'm saying? And enjoy it while you're doing it. And another favorite thing I got saying with the clubs, you gotta ride together. To be a beautiful club and a great club, this is a motorcycle club. You gotta ride together. You gotta ride together. We ride together so much now, we ride together so much, I don't have to know what none of my club brothers do. They ain't gotta put on the signal light. Now I feel like they're disrespecting me if they put on the signal light. Because I know what they're gonna do. You gotta ride with everybody in your club enough to know. You gotta have that mental thing together that you know what they're gonna do. You know what their move is. You know how they ride. You know their weaknesses. You know their strength. You know? So, I punch your way in LA. I know his weaknesses and strengths on the road. You know? He like to lag back and play on his phone and eat sunflower seeds and all that. You know? And I'm like,
I enjoyed my trip.
like, man, what are you doing? Get up here with the pack. Then when he get with the pack, he want to go 110 miles an hour. So I'm like, just eat your sunflower seeds.
I enjoyed my trip.
You got to know that about each and every one of your club brothers and sisters. And y'all got to ride together. Y'all got to help each other. Y'all got to, where somebody is weak at, that's where you got to help them at. Like, I do stuff like, if I know somebody in my club is weak in curves, when we on long trips, that's who I ride by. Cause I'm not gonna let them hurt me or kill me, you know, but I'm gonna teach them. I get right beside them. And they be like, why you about me? Get back, get back. I stay right there because you're gonna learn to go around this curve with me. I'm gonna teach you, you know, they try to fall back, I fall back too. You gonna learn. And that's what I do with all my club brothers. If I see a weakness, is to lift them up and show them how to ride their bikes and be safe, because that's my biggest thing. Also, punch your hit on a little bit too. When you're on that road or wherever you go, that's where the bonds are created. That's where the memories are created. You're not gonna get along. Y'all gotta remember, everybody has sisters and brothers. So you're gonna fight. It's natural. If you're not fighting, if you got a perfect club, something wrong with that motherfucker. You're not gonna have a perfect, anything perfect you don't want it. That's women and all. If they
On the
perfect,
real.
something goddamn wrong.
Something wrong with you crazy motherfucker.
No disrespect, women, but it's the truth.
It's the truth,
But-
goddammit.
And I tell people all the time, I'm not gonna, and if I'm wrong, y'all tell me if I'm wrong. A lot of the bullshit that goes on in clubs, whether it's bickering, fighting, backbiting, backstabbing, like Big Dog had on the slides, it's because you got too much damn time on your hands. You're sitting around, one, you're not riding your damn motorcycle, that's number one. Number two, when you came in the club, you got bylaws, you got mission statements and all that. Y'all done strayed away from the mission statement. You're not doing no community service, no charities, no helping the homeless, cooking, whatever you like to do, whatever y'all advice is, you're not doing that no more. And if you got your damn helmet on, you can't argue.
Damn sure can.
So if you riding, you can be riding, you can argue at me all day. We don't know what the hell we're talking about. And you ain't gonna be mad when you get to the next gas stop, I promise you. We fight at the gas stop. By the time we get gas again, we done got what we fought about. We laughing and joking. So if you got your helmet on, you can't keep shit going. And you're not gonna hold no grudges. So ride together, a club to ride together, stay together. I just came up with that shit. That was really good.
You think he a genius. Yeah.
For real,
LBJ
but
fun.
for real, man, riding is, to me, all the other stuff gonna come together. But if you ride as a club and you guys are watching each other back, it's no feeling like that in the world. And I'm telling people, yonder and going all over the world, that's cool. But you got people that can't do that for whatever reason. But guess what? You still in a motorcycle club. If half your club going across the world doing whatever they do, it's your duty and responsibility to take care of the city or wherever you at. You ain't got to go cross country, ride your motorcycle, hit these clubhouses. You know, don't get me started on that. Like a lot of us, motorcycle clubs, y'all, we got to police ourselves and we got to take care of each other, our own entity, motorcycle club. See, we straight away, we wanna go to fucking, they gonna get mad, I don't give a fuck. You wanna go to TGI Fridays, you wanna go to damn Dave and Buster's and all this old shit that they already rich on, but you don't wanna go to your local motorcycle club houses. See, that's the stuff we getting away from. TGI, you're not gonna find no damn Toby Jean at TGI. You're not gonna find Phil at TGI. You gotta go to these clubhouses and get schooled. What I mean by school, you gotta sit down and talk to the forefathers that came before you, pioneer, let them shed some light on you. See, that's the problem, y'all ain't learning nothing no more. And you can't learn, what the general manager gonna ask you when you go to TGI? You want an application or you want something to eat? He ain't gonna tell you nothing about no motorcycle. The waiter gonna wanna know, make sure your ass don't run off on the tab. You done went to TGI and spent $100, $150, ain't learned nothing. Nothing, absolutely nothing. But if you go to somebody's clubhouse, instead of standing in the corner, well, you know, y'all texting and Facebook, all this shit sell, do man. But you ain't talk to nobody, is what I'm saying. You gotta talk to the OG, what's up? And they don't mind talking to you, they'll talk to you forever, they ain't got shit else to do. They don't roll forever. They ain't got nothing but knowledge to give. And that's what we're getting away from. And you gotta listen to these guys talk about when they was riding, how they wasn't able to ride like we ride now. Like they wasn't allowed to go certain places, or it was always a problem or a conflict. But now, y'all, we pretty much free, can go wherever we wanna go. And back to club issues as far as riding. When you join the motorcycle club, you had to have a motorcycle. Now, these days, sometimes y'all motherfuckers ain't gotta have no motorcycle. I don't know where they do that at, but you know, you got to have a motorcycle. So you knew what it was when you joined that organization. Don't come in no organization and you mad now because you gotta ride your motorcycle. Or they say, hey, we gotta ride, you gotta be here. Oh, I didn't join for that. But see, the problem is, we ain't strong enough and to say, well, you gotta get your ass away from here. If you don't wanna ride no motorcycle, bye. See, we so caught up in quantity instead of quality that's why the shit is getting so watered down, and that's why I get so pissed, and that's why I fall back a lot, but people tell me I need to stop doing that, but y'all gotta be passionate about this shit that we do. And the passion is going away, but it ain't nobody's fault but ours, because we allowing it. See, when you start allowing people that's non-passionate about what you supposed to love come in, then your damn passion gonna go down. So when you find yourself talking about, I catch the next one, I do this, or you let it slip, you just as bad as they are. Me, I'm not having it. I don't give a damn. I'm the only one out here riding. I'm gonna still be riding. So, and y'all should feel the same way about that. And you should be able to call people that's been around a long time. It didn't matter. I'm just gonna talk about Atlanta. It didn't matter what damn club you was in. You might have 50 different cuts in one pack, just riding, having fun. Don't matter. Just ride your bike. If you get back to the basics, everything's gonna work out, everything's gonna be the way it's supposed to be, but you got to ride your motorcycle. And it don't call people. Y'all don't even answer the phone no more. Like, I'm serious. We used to be able to call and be like, hey, anybody riding today? Where we meeting up at? What y'all doing? Hey man, I got a problem with my bike, he's doing this, he's doing that. Can you help me out? I don't even want to do that no more. It used to be so bad. I done lost so many jobs. I can't get a damn job no more. We used in Atlanta, we used to tell a lie to get off and work early because we done heard some people out riding their motorcycle. We used to tell a lie. We was like, what? What?
Yeah, I ain't got no job.
We riding. So, hey, I'm sick. I got to get on my motorcycle. And we gone. And we ride all night long. We used to do that all the time. And that's what creates the bonds and the friendships, the relationships, and the love we have for one another. Man, it's a crazy world out there, man. And this is a special group of people to me that's an MC, SCs and all that. We're our own special group of people. But we dying out slowly but surely, and that's because I feel like everybody is losing their passion for it and they don't want to know the real behind how we got to where we at. Yeah. You telling me to sit down? Yeah. I guess my boss or manager telling me to sit down. So I guess he gonna talk to y'all about how to work YouTube, Facebook Live. It's been real. Hey, president, vice president session, if y'all in it, we turning the fuck up. So if y'all wear your feelings or something on your shoulders and all that, don't even come. So we're gonna keep it 100. We're gonna tell you about yourselves. We included.
Yeah.
We're gonna get to the business. Cause a lot of this shit got to stop.
Say, man, my partner Snowman. My partner. I think my topic was, Foxy, what was my topic again? Foxy, what was my topic again?
Facebook Live and YouTube.
Excuse me. But while he's speaking on that, hey, everybody need to be on my YouTube channel, FHO Atlanta GA. Yeah, make sure you go subscribe, like, hit the button. That's the only way they know we need this. We need it. But what was it again?
Evolution of the set.
Evolution of the set. Here we go. First off, I want to tell all y'all I love y'all. Truly, I do. I know if you watch me on Facebook or YouTube, I tell you that, and I mean that. I do. I love this motorcycle stuff. My passion is bigger than anybody else's in this room, and I say that I ain't taking it back. You want to do, we can challenge it any day. I ain't got no problem with that. Again, you got some great people in this room, man. I'm telling y'all, Highway Smiley, over a million miles on a motorcycle. Sunshine Ryan. My girl Portia Taylor. I mean, y'all, I'm telling you, man, y'all, this weekend, let me tell y'all what I saw since I got here. I was gonna say this, and I'm gonna tell all of y'all this. I love y'all, but I always will keep it 100. You have no business passing up nobody while you're here this weekend. Everybody should be greeting everybody, shaking hands, asking names, asking where you come from. We gotta get away from that me monkey shit. Okay, so you in K9, so what? So you in Rare Breed, so well, I don't give a fuck what's happening on you here. I'm Big Sale, you so and so. We gotta, listen, we are all we got. We are all we got. And everybody always talk about the problems on the set. But what are you doing? What is your part that you're doing to change it? What is your part that you, I don't even know your name. One of the things I wanted to do is I wanted to get everybody to stand up. This is what I wanted to do. Introduce yourself to the person standing next to you, man. Introduce yourself and just say, hey, man, everybody stand up.
I've never seen Smile Make sure you tell her hi. Miss Payne.
10, 9. Hey, everybody, you can see me, raise your hand. You can see me, raise your hand. Everybody, you can see me, raise your hand. You can hear me. Now that you got your hands up, put your butt in the seat. You got to keep going. Don't sit down now. Got your hands up, put your butt in the seat. Let's keep going now.
All right, real quick.
Come on, y'all, let's get together. I got that much time. What up, Risa? What up, Risa? All right, real quick, y'all, come on. Hey, wash your hands.
Hey, but I'm a cowboy though.
If he's flying, what?
But I'm a cowboy, baby.
All right, let's get it together, y'all. Come on, real quick. I ain't got that much more time. Let's go. We're not over yet. I got something to say.
Hey, Sam, what's happening with you, baby?
Baby, my friend, what's up? All right, real quick, let's go. I'm gonna be over with in a little while. We got some more people got something to say. I got something to say.
I can tell everybody about your
Hey, come on.
We're gonna get your ass 5 minutes.
I got whatever it is. Hey,
You did this.
real quick. When you talk about evolution of the set, what I want you guys to understand is this. The reason why I've done that is because the problem with the set is that everybody has forgotten how to be grown. The problem with the set is everybody has forgotten how to be grown. You're supposed to be 21 years or older to be in a motorcycle club. I, as a grown man, can't tell another grown man what to do. Period. I can explain to him, I can teach him, and one of the biggest things that we have to do is this. We have to get back to holding each other responsible and accountable for the shit that we say we love. One of the things I'm gonna tell you guys is, I say this all the time. If you like to ride, you should not be in a motorcycle club. When you love to ride, that's when you join a motorcycle club. When riding is more important than anything else in your life, that's when you join a motorcycle club. And I'm gonna step on some toes. Anybody here that say being in a motorcycle club is a hobby, kill yourself. Motorcycling is a hobby, but when you join an MC, it's not a hobby, it's a lifestyle. We have to get back to living this motorcycle stuff. One of the things that I constantly tell everybody is this. They'll tell you, I don't give a damn about your excuses. If I gotta make the ride, I don't care that your job, I got a favorite saying, keep your job and quit your motorcycle. And I mean that. If you join a motorcycle club and that club rides, your ass is responsible for making the same ride that I have to make. But still, you ain't got a job, all you do is YouTube, I don't give a fuck. I really don't. If that's what it is, but you have to understand that. How fair is it? And this is one of the things I tell you I came up with to catch up. If we said last week, a month ago, hey, on January the 1st, kickstand, I don't even do times we meet, I just say kickstand. If you do a ride with me, say, what time we leaving? Kickstand's up at 12. Well, what time we meeting up? Kickstand's up at 12. But what time we need to be there? Kickstand's up at 12. What do it matter what time we need to be there? Kickstand's up at 12. So this is my thing. If I took the time, made preparations and all that shit the night before to get up and be there on time, I ain't got no excuses for you. I don't even want to hear your excuses. And we have to start holding people accountable for that. One of the things that we got to start doing, ladies and gentlemen, is understanding this. This motorcycle shit ain't for everybody. This used to be a private entity. It done got so damn public now where everybody want to, throw parties. And I'm not knocking the big parties. The Rare Breed got one of the biggest parties. They shit is a movie. I ain't gonna tell you. They shit is a movie starring everybody. You understand me? But what I'm saying is this. We gotta get back to motorcycling and to all of my OMCs. I love you guys. We need y'all to teach us, not beat us. I'm telling you some real shit. Y'all can hate me for saying it, but we need that education. We don't need for you guys to be upset with us. We need for you guys to take the time and open up and cut all the mean mugging shit out. What is all that shit about? The mean mugging and the walking around. Listen here, player. Understand this. Everybody that I'm looking at, I don't even see y'all colors. You guys got your colors on. But I'm looking at men and women. There are consequences for putting your hands on a man. There are consequences for putting your hand on a woman. I don't know where y'all get this shit at that you think you can do something to a man or take something from a man or a woman and not have any repercussions. Or you can tell a grown man what to do and he just gonna do it. I don't know where that shit is. I've been trying to figure that out for the longest. Whatever rules that you sign up for in your motorcycle club, that's the rules you follow, your bylaws. When you get in trouble, if you was in my club, when you get in trouble, I'm gonna give you the bylaw until you punish yourself.
That's your law.
What do I got? It's in the bylaws. What the fuck we need to go through all this for and do it? No. What it say? You did what? Okay, what it say? 9 months? We'll get your ass out of here. 9 months.
if that's what they say. What you have to start doing, baby, is stop taking people in and giving them exceptions because that's your homeboy. Ain't no friends in the MC. I tell all my friends that I fuck with, please don't join them. Don't join. When I was in the club, when I was doing my club thing, don't join my club if you want to stay my friend. Because that's gonna separate us right there. Because I got my club brothers, I got my friends, and I got my family, and everything is separate. When you in the club with me, I expect for you to motorcycle like I motorcycle, like Punchy said, like Snowman said. Everybody got their different level of riding. If you're a weekend rider, then find a weekend club. If you're a 4-day rider, find a 4-day riding club. If you really want to ride and get younger, you got plenty of clubs. Rare Breed, you just heard that man say he had to pay $1,000. I know what's called had to pay $3,000 fine. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, they don't play no game. You're gonna put your money where your mouth is, and that's what I'm gonna tell you. A lot of people think you pay dues in a motorcycle club because that's what you're supposed to do. Oh, well, why you pay dues? Oh, because we're supposed to pay dues. No, you pay dues just because whatever you invest your money in, you're going to put your time with it. Yeah, that's the purpose of paying dues. If you want to be here, you're going to put some time and some effort in to be here. Now, you got some people, fuck it, I just pay the money and don't be here. Money and time go together. You can't just pay your dues and never show up to a meeting. You can't do that. It don't work. If you miss more than 2 meetings and we ain't heard from you, then that means you don't want to be here. Without that, somebody going to come here. You know what I'm saying? If you miss consent, however your club is set up, but these are things that should be done. When you talk about evolution of the set, to all my OGs, to all my everybody that's doing it, all the people that came before us, times have changed. When I was growing up, it was only adults that rode motorcycles. We was kids. We didn't ride motorcycles. It was all like you said, the OGs, the dope dealers, so we didn't even care nothing about that lane. But now, look at all of us. Everybody. And if you go to LA, if you ever get a chance to go to LA, when you go to the high school parking lot, there's 4 Harleys sitting up in the high school parking lot, and they don't belong to the teachers. They don't belong to the teachers. You got youngsters, man, riding Harley. You got youngsters coming to the motorcycle game. We got to give them and show them the way to go. And with this new era, everything is changing now. Everybody going from cross rocket. Everybody still on cross rocket, raise your hand. Y'all fell for a kill yourself. I can't believe they fell for it. I cannot believe y'all fell for it.
You work them like that.
Hey, man, I'm just saying. Yeah, everybody else is kill yourself. Expedition. No, but I'm saying this. One of the things, man, when you talk about evolving with the set, what we got to get back to doing is being in those. Like Punchy said, like Snowman said, we talk about brotherhood. Brotherhood is in the patch. If you respect and love the patch, you get Punchy as a bonus. You feel what I'm saying? If you do everything you do for your motorcycle club for the patch, if you do it all for the patch, if you put all your energy into preserving, respecting, loving, honoring, and upholding that patch, then you get Snowman as a bonus. You feel what I'm saying? Because everything I do, every decision I make in my motorcycle club, I'm not in one, but whenever I decide to do whatever, it's gonna be for that patch. If the patch say you was wrong, your ass is wrong. If the patch say you right, then you right. I'm not voting for no popularity, and that's what a lot of y'all gotta stop doing. Stop putting your homeboy in office. Yeah, stop putting your homegirl in office. You know damn well your homegirl got 17 kids, 4 baby daddies, and 2 more niggas. And ain't got no time to do the secretary job and or whatever other jobs you got going on. We gotta start being true to the MC. You gotta start putting people in positions that can do the job, that have the time to job. It takes 40 hours a week to be in a motorcycle club. It takes 40 hours a week to be in a motorcycle club. Understand that if you don't have the time, there's no problem with hanging out. We ain't got no problem with you hanging out. You know, hang out with us, come through, do this. It's time for a meeting, step outside, do whatever you gotta do. But don't join a motorcycle club to not have to ride your motorcycle or to come in the club and change the rules. Read the rules, understand the rules, take your time, man. Take your time. You know what, prospect, any other K9 prospect, what is the reason why you're prospecting? Anybody want to answer that real quick? To what? Oh, they working? All right, well, I'm
To prove that they are worthy to be in that club.
It ain't even to prove that they worthy. I take that. That's one of them. But you prospect. What you got? What you got? What's your purpose for prospecting? Real quick, come on. What's your purpose for prospecting? You prospecting? What's your purpose for prospecting? Right. Okay. The reason why you prospecting, you got to know who the fuck you finna fuck with. You prospecting to find out who they is. They ain't prospecting you to find out who you is. You prospecting to see who they is. Do I really want to be? So it take less talking, more watching, less talking, more listening. if you know who you're dealing with before you make the transition, because you might, like I said, if you take the time and prospect correctly, you might say, well, man, I don't want to be around these cats. They ride their motorcycle too much. Ask Reverend Bree how many times they had to let their homeboy go. Because shit, I know y'all ride, but goddamn. You understand what I'm saying? So take the time when you prospect it. It's not just about them looking at you. You need to be looking at them. You need to be judging their character. You need to be finding out, you know, whatever it is they got going on. Period. Take that time, and that's so important. Find the right club for you. Take the time to find the right club for you. When it comes to respecting the history, learn the history. One of the biggest things I do, and this man right here tells me, when I was prospecting in my time, I was not allowed to be on the dance floor. I was not allowed to do none of that. The only thing I was allowed to do was go find OG Toby Jean or whoever the OG was at the party and buy him a beer and find out as much history as possible. If you don't know where you come from, if you don't know where this thing come from, how can you ever take it to the next level? A lot of y'all that's out here motorcycling right now, you're doing it for popularity. Let that shit go. It's not fair to your club, it's not fair to you, it's not fair to me. Because I don't have no sympathy for nobody that's not riding their motorcycle. And you got MC on your back. You feel what I'm saying? Learn the lane that you in, get in that lane, man, and understand this. Passion. You don't have, if you only like to ride motorcycles, you should not be an MC. You should not be an MC. What you got, brother? It ain't. It's not. That's how I learn everything I learn. I go Toby, how much time we spent last night? You remember? Toby, I'm talking to you? He said, you don't know. He over there sleep. Anyway, that's what I do. I soak up knowledge, and that's my number one goal, is soak up knowledge. I love this thing. I love y'all. I promise you. If you ride with me, we're going to be safe. If you ride with me, we're going to have that. Brotherhood is in the patch. It's not in your brothers and sisters. Understand what I'm telling you. Hear what I'm telling you. Brotherhood, if you're looking for brotherhood, look at the patch. Love the patch. Embrace the patch. Don't embrace the individual, because the individual gonna let you down. But that patch ain't gonna never let you down. You understand what I'm saying? So you guys gotta understand that. You guys gotta embrace that. If we're gonna get this thing back to where it's gonna be, I need everybody to be an adult. And when your homeboy wrong, your friend wrong, your home tell them they wrong. It ain't nothing wrong with that, you know, you doing some fucked up shit. We need to get this shit fixed. I gotta do it. My bad. Well,
sit your ass down, like you said.
I'm gonna set my
Sit your ass down.
You just mad because you got to go TV in my own. Anyway, I love y'all. President's meeting. We're going in. We're gonna do it big. And again, right now, the PRO committee. This is some great shit. We're doing great things. This weekend, stop, shake hands, find out who people is, find out where they from, man. I love y'all.
I give it up for the Mega 3 over here. Hey, they did this thing like church, got y'all shaking your neighbor hand. Y'all over here talking some hallelujah and everything else. I ain't mad at you. He talked about the evolution of the bike world, and you gotta look at yourself, some self-introspection in the evolution of your growth, what you've been doing in this bike world too. And I got in here, I was a totally different guy than I am now. And I mean, when I say totally different, from the way that I rode to the way that I act, things that I say, the things that I do, what I know and what I don't know. PRO convention, I honestly, I went to the second one. That was where I dropped in. I was in DC, and I came because there was a lot of chicks and I wanted to see them. I got there, I wanted them to see me. I didn't go into any meetings. I was in the hallway the whole time. I was partying, and I made sure that they saw me. I don't know what they talked about. I have no idea. The third year was in Raleigh. I go into Raleigh, and I'm in the general session, and the lady's up there talking, and she's talking about what it is to be a real biker. She's like, I'm about to ride my bike from New York down to Atlanta, and if you ain't gonna ride like me on my sport bike, you not no real biker. At that time, I was a trailer king, and I had a trailer. I had my TLR 1000, and I would pull it off in your city, wheelie all through your city, and make every cop chase me, put it back on the trailer, go drink the drinks, try and get your girls, go back home, and tell you I ride better than you. That's who I was. Truth of the matter was, I hated distance. Y'all raise your hands on the sport bike. Some of y'all riding a sport bike. I couldn't do it. My back lock up on fat, it wasn't working out. To be honest. When I got to the Harley stage, I wasn't gonna get a Harley till I was 40. I promise you I wasn't. I was like, man, that's an old man bike. I'm not getting no damn Harley. I messed around on the booster. Lady switched into my lane, knocked me down. I was in the bed for 2.5 months, couldn't walk. Dislocated shoulders, hyperextended knees, broken fingers, broken arms, ruptured in my chest. I was like, I ain't riding bikes no more. But I've been riding bikes since I was 6. Neo, Rick Ross had that super high video. I said, that fat ugly nigga got that daggone girl on the back of his bike. That might be cool. I'm gonna go get me one of those. Got on that hog and life has changed. I'm telling you now, it's like you get on your hog, you ride around the city, it's cool, everybody looking at you, but if you ain't open it and cracked 100 miles, you don't feel like you even on your bike. So y'all, you gotta look at yourself and see what the introspection is and how things change. The next speaker I'm gonna bring up to you, when I say like how things change, I've been doing the bike thing since I was 6 years old. My dad and them used to ride, but then when I got in the bike world, you know, we started going around, and I knew this guy when it was just one club, when it was just one thing, and they were doing their thing, and we would come down playing in a basketball tournament, and then cops was chasing me all through the neighborhood because I was doing wheelies and shit. But now you see that sea line green over there, and it's gotten big. And they doing their thing, and they hosting this, and they bringing it for y'all. So I'm gonna bring up my man Negotiator so he can tell y'all some things.
They got me standing up here with all these tall people. That's what you meant by stop bringing down. Anyway, good afternoon, everybody.
We're good, we're good.
I'm here to talk about longevity, but I'm going to be short about it. Literally. Because we got somebody coming up to speak, and I really want to hear him. And we talk about that veteran Phil Baker over here. So, but the real short answer about longevity, because for us, it's been 20 years this year. And I'd be derelict in my duties if I didn't thank the man that started it, who decided to grace us with his presence for after starting 20 years. Our founder, Nate, which is also the name of the founder. And of course, my disappointment is that we don't have everybody that's here. That's like, you know, all of you, a lot of people were afraid to come to St. Louis because of the weather. You know, but look at what the weather is doing in all those other places. You know, so I commend you, I congratulate you, I thank you. And let's give one more round for the 15-year anniversary of the product. So 15 years. All right, so again, real simple. My simple answer is about longevity, because believe it or not, it wasn't expected or planned. You can talk to our founder and he'll tell you the day that he started this, it wasn't about we're gonna last 20 years. You know, and we're trying to do all the right things to last another 20 years. You know, and everything that you've heard up here is exactly what I was gonna say. You know, so I don't have to say that part. You know, but the simple answer is if you wanna last and have longevity, then don't quit.
I know that.
That's it. I could be done right now. You know, but that's the simple answer. Don't quit. You know, so take everything that you've heard here today, you know, and as you said, you have to have a motorcycle to be in a motorcycle club. You know, we made sure of that, but there's also some ships you need to have. And I know you may look like what you mean by some ships. You know, we're talking motorcycles, and, you know, ships like you get on a cruise, things like that. That's probably what you're thinking right now. You know, but the ships that I'm talking about, leadership, mentorship, relationships, friendships, partnerships, stewardship, and the number one for me is membership. You know, that's the one for me. You know, so if you're gonna have that longevity, you got to have the members that bleed and believe in the brand that you're part of. You know, so again, like I said, it's that simple. Big shouts out to my people here from Michigan. Michigan, you still in the building? That's our only time we get, because, you know, nobody comes to Michigan and hang out with us. It's actually cold up there. You know, people come out and say, oh, it's cold as hell. Well, there's a hell Michigan, and it was cold. You know, so it's great to be here in this warm weather. We appreciate you allowing us to host. If you think anybody mean mug you being bad that's wearing lime green, stop them. You know, punch them in the shoulder or something if you want to. We're not going to fight you back. It's not even about that. So, but that being said, someone we had at our national meeting that we celebrated last year back in Memphis, we decided to bring in some history because of the year that it was. We like playing off of nines and things like that. And we made a couple of phone calls, had a conversation. They decided that yes, we'll make the trip. And ever since that trip was made, the relationship was built. And we've been in touch with each other and enjoying each other ever since. We shared the word with them about this convention, that we're interested in it. You know, Mr. Toby himself, You know, and then on field here, I'm just letting him tell everything. I don't want to tell his business. You know, but the time was 11:21 is what I can remember. There's some people in here that can probably remember that. So with that being said, let's bring up, if you would, stand on your feet and recognize Mr. Phil Baker.
Hey everybody, hello. And I'm kind of like you guys. There's been a lot of wind blowing through this mic today. I don't have a lot to say, except I love to ride. Our club's 2 years will be 60 years in existence. We've been the president ever since it started, sitting over here and our only president. And we're coming up on 60 years, and we're gonna try to do our 60-year thing real big down in Oakland or wherever we have to be, where they push us to have to do what we do. And I'd like to invite everybody.
How long you say he been the president?
60 years.
My lord.
All right.
Damn.
Yeah. I've been in the club going on 49 years.
I guess that's longevity.
We ride and we preach and we try to teach. If you come to our club, we want you to do what's expected of you, not what you think you want to do. If you come there expecting to do what you want to do and just gonna hang, put this on and chase women, you might as well give it back, you know, because a lot more come with this than running the streets and just hanging out drinking and doing what you want to do. You've got to have structure. Everybody done told you just what you need to have here. And what you need to do is live by it, run your club by it, and stick to it. When you go to bringing in friendship, like, you know, the heart bleeds like Punchy say, you gotta kind of say, well, hell, my heart stopped bleeding now, shit. You got to go. You my brother, my blood brother, but I can't have you here. Because you will mess up the whole structure by me letting you get away with things that we can't have. And once you start bending, giving, and leaning, you'll find out you'll never straighten up.
My lord.
You know? So, I listen to all these guys, I roll with some of them, and don't let this man, he believe in safety, but he took two of the oldest old men, me and Easy, out of Oakland, and they lied to us all over the map. We ride like that. We ain't gonna do but 70. We and Easy on the back doing 95, 100, 110. Hey, every day and Easy, man, what we do? Easy, right? He used to punish Easy. When we gonna stop? When we gonna eat? They had that old man on 5-hour energy. Everywhere we stop, he said, okay, what you doing, man? Man, I'm tired. Man, he was so shaky and stuff. Boy, they gonna kill my club members. But we had a good time, boy. They took good care of us. We rode like hell. I think we did 26 or 28 states there.
Yep.
You know, and we had a whole lot of fun. But the main thing is we did it on them bikes. We rode more than we slept, stopped, or ate. At night, we ride all night. We had them day makers, and we get all the way across the freeway, all lanes, and we lit up the whole freeway and just keep riding. Then at 3 o'clock, they want to stop and get a room. What the hell we getting a room for? It'll be daylight in a minute. But like I say, we enjoyed it, and I'd like to, you know, get out to more of you guys' clubs and cities and states, and visit, come to your clubhouses, sit down and talk with you. But the main thing is, keep your club strong. Keep them people out of your club coming in talking about, well, if it was me, I wouldn't do this. If it was me, I wouldn't do that. If it was me, I'm gonna put you out of here. And then you don't have to worry about what you talking about you ain't gonna do, won't do, and can't see the way through. Because the club's got to go on. If you wanna keep your club going, you'd rather have 10 good members than 110 do-nothing ass people. 10 strong without do that 110 every time. All the time, and you'll go further. And if you keep them strong 10, eventually you're gonna pick up more strong people. They'll develop and see what you're about and what you're not gonna be about, and then you can go further. So, you know, just keep your club strong now. Years and years of preaching, teaching, and staying together. You know, teach your people how to stay together, get along, and make it work for all, not just for one person. Because it ain't gonna work for one person. That's why we have so many club jumpers. We got people that get out of this club, get in that club. We got a lot of enemies too, because if you get out of that club and you thinking you come into our club with all that baggage, that don't go. We're not gonna, we got friends with your club, we're not gonna bring you in here and let you turn our club against your ex-club and stuff like that. You know, because that do happen. You get that one spoiled apple in there, next thing you know, the whole barrel's messed up. So you have to learn how to screen as you go, too. As even with your family, your best friends, people with money who think they can buy their way in and buy through the clubs. And you don't want that. You want people who are going to follow directions, ride their motorcycle, do what the club requires you to do. You came in and said, I want to be a part of you. We didn't go out there and say, oh, we want you and you and you. No, you came to us. So when you come to us, you got to be what we want you to be. And that's why you have your rookie period of prospect. That's so they can see if they want to be a part of you, and you can see if you want them around. Because if you ain't no good now, you sure ain't gonna be no good if we vote you in. So
You better believe it.
You might well take your time now and save you some time and go on about your business. You know? And it's easy to do, but we all get caught up because we all got friends. And people come in, slide up under you, pat you on the back every day and tell you, and then when they get in, they don't even like that nigga. You know, they don't even like that nigga. You just played your way in the door, that's all. And it's a lot of that. So, I'm not long-winded, and I enjoyed everything was said, but boy, you guys can go. And riding, we need to do more of. You guys don't have quite the weather we have on our end, so we do a lot of riding. When you come out here, I came out here today expecting to freeze. I've been sweating so much since I've been here, I might be sick when I get home. I've just been sweating up in here. And that alcohol didn't help either. I put it in, I'm sweating it out. You know, but we enjoyed ourselves last night, man, that we enjoyed ourselves. Man. We really, really enjoyed all of you. We hung out until we just couldn't go no more. I've been drinking water since 4 o'clock this morning. I woke up, man, that alcohol, man, yeah. Man. And that's why I've been jumping up, running to the bathroom, because I can't hold it. Getting too old to hold water. So you guys, I enjoyed you. This is a real nice thing. I'm going home and put all this in all the fellas, not just my club members, but all the fellas riding in the association. Back there we have the association. I'm gonna put all this in their face. This is what's really going on, and I like it. And we need more of it everywhere. The more we have, the better off the set will be, you know. And then to be real honest with you, when you get these youngsters, you have to look into these youngsters and find out what you're getting and be real stern and firm with them. Because they'll come and tell you anything they think you want to hear. And then the day you vote them in, man, I ain't going to let me. I ain't got nothing to do with these old niggas. You know, I'm going down here to such and such. I'm a man. I bought this motorcycle. You know, a man with his motorcycle he bought can go anywhere he wants. You just can't hang here
That part.
and wear this.
That part.
And if you keep that straight, your club will be straight. You know, keep everything above board, keep it real straight. So with that, thank you guys. We had a real nice weekend. Thanks for everything.